Hi, I'm really excited to talk about breasts today. It's one of those subjects, it's just like, mwah. Oh, thank you. We need to talk about breasts more. Not about breasts as beautiful pieces of the human body that just look awesome and are very sexy, but as beautiful pieces of the human body which can look any kind of way. They can be sagging, they can be small, they can be huge, they can be shaped in certain different ways, they can have all kinds of nipple sizes and colors. It doesn't matter. The breasts have a huge capacity for lust, pleasure, erotic, and they're also the plus pole of our body, and I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later in the video. So this video is an homage to our breasts, and I'm glad to announce to you that there is already a breast massage video on this channel. So if you want to go ahead and learn how to touch your own breast or someone else's breasts, you can find this video in the description box below. And I also have a breast activation practice for free, and I really recommend it. You can also find that in the description box below. Yes, our breasts are not just for breastfeeding or for looking good. Our breasts have the capacity to be extremely pleasurable, extremely orgasmic, also on an energetic, kind of more spiritual level. If you do like a breast massage or open up with that area of your body, it can help to open your heart and your heart chakra. Now, that part of the body can be kind of insensitive or not that lustful, or they could become even more lustful than they are already. And it used to be the case for me that my breasts were kind of like numb. I didn't really have any connection to them. I always wished for them to be bigger as a teen, as a young woman, and I mean, I'm still a young woman. I just didn't really have a connection to them, and when I got touched there, I didn't really feel anything. It didn't do much for me, it didn't turn me on, and if it did turn me on sometimes, it was more in my mind of like, oh, I'm being touched there, but it wasn't like, they weren't sensitive. And that changed through two things that I did that I will talk about at the end of the video. I want to talk a little bit more about how awesome breasts are first. And in Tantra, they say that the women's body have a plus pole in the chest area, the breasts, and then men have it the other way around, so that they have their plus pole around the penis and their minus pole in the chest. And they say that a woman will usually get aroused first in the breasts and then in the vagina, and the man will first get aroused in his penis and testicle area, and then that energy can go up into the chest of this chakra. Also, a breast massage can give you some delicious oxytocin, which is like the cuddle hormone. It's a trust enhancing hormone, but it's also a really nice feel-good hormone. It's also a good way to start any kind of self-pleasure practice with yourself. Through the information that you got in this video now, maybe you can have a different perception of your own breasts and be able to judge them less. If you're someone that tends to judge your own breasts, wish they would look differently, and judge other women's breasts maybe even. The first of my two tips is to not wear a bra or wear a different kind of bra. This was for me a tremendously important step in accepting and loving my breasts. Sometimes I like to dress up and wear a bralette, but it's really not an everyday kind of thing for me. I have small breasts, so they can hold themselves. And even at the beginning, when I stopped wearing bras, it felt a bit like it was a bit painful for them to hold themselves, because I was so used to always being supported that the skin and the entire area had to get used to supporting itself. But our breasts can hold themselves more than we give them credit for usually. It can be interesting to maybe when you're at home, take off the bra and feel your breasts, or if you're someone who likes to sleep with a bra, try and see if you can sleep with the bra that is a little bit less supportive, or to remove the bra completely so that you can take them out of this cage, because bras are putting pressure on the chest, and especially bras with wires are putting pressure on the area underneath and on the sides of the breast, which is super important because the lymphatic system runs through there. So you actually want this area to be a little bit more loose, and you might want to massage there as well, massage underneath the armpits and on the sides of the breasts, so that the blood flow can happen in that area of your body. You might want to look at what kind of support you truly need and adapt your bras to that, or remove the bras completely, or remove them in certain situations of your life. I don't don't know what kinds of size of breasts you have, what kind of bra you need. I'm not saying that every woman should remove bras, because they are there for support and they are helpful, but we can tend to overdo the support sometimes, and it puts pressure on the chest and inhibits the blood flow. When there's more blood flow, the nerve endings are activated, and you might also feel that your breasts are getting stimulated throughout the day from your clothes when you don't wear any bra, because the fabric of a loose shirt kind of goes on the chest and caresses them throughout the day, and that can actually have this little side effect of stimulating the breasts throughout the day. And stimulation of the breasts is really good. That's my point number 2, which is that the second thing I did that really made a difference in the sensitivity of my breasts was to give myself breast massages. And for a while I did this daily. I would use a little bit of oil usually, but sometimes also no oil, and massage. On other days I would just caress them. Again, I have a breast massage video. What's important about this is making sure that the blood is flowing, especially when you take off your bra at the end of the day, and also just stimulating the skin so that the connection between your breasts and your brain can be enhanced. What you can also do if you want to enhance the pleasure in your breasts is to do like a mix of touching yourself on your clitoris or wherever you like to touch yourself to feel pleasure and lustful, and at the same time with the other hand kind of stimulate your breasts. So I want to remind you that on my website you can find this free breast activation practice, and that there's also a breast massage video on this channel, and everything is in the description box. I hope this video gave you a bit of a different viewpoint on women's breasts, and subscribe to the channel for more juicy videos.